May we request all to rise for the national anthem. Good evening and a very warm welcome. We welcome you all to the Sri Sathya Sai Award for Human Excellence on the occasion of the 96th birthday celebrations of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. This evening, we welcome our most honorable and beloved Governor of Karnataka, Shri Tawarchand Gehlotji, our guest of honor, Joint General Secretary of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, Dr. Krishna Gopalji, an exceptional philanthropist and a role model to many young women in the country, Mrs. Neerja Birla, we would also like to offer our gratitude to Mr. C. Srinivas, Chairman of the Sri Sathya Sai Health and Education Trust, Mr. B. N. Narasimhamurthy, Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, and our dear Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai. The COVID pandemic, as we are all aware, has caused devastation across the globe, sparing no one. And yet, in these arduous times of distress and difficulty, there have been innumerable individuals selflessly working at the grassroots level to uplift society and be of service to those around them, be it through health, education, water, sanitation, environment, social, or any other cause. Service to others is not a favor, it is said. It is not a charity. It is not doing something to someone out of pity or mercy. But service to others is something that makes you closer to your own true selves, to your own divine selves. So when passionate individuals who with their strength of service are united in their thought, word, and deed, and dedicated their lives to the cause of societal transformation, practicing with conviction, braving all the odds, and believing in equality of existence, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, religion, and geographies, lives of people are transformed. Today, we will honor individuals who have positively transformed the lives of people through their tireless efforts during the pandemic. We will begin this evening's proceedings with the Vedic invocation by our second-year students of the Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence. They will be chanting the Siksha Valli.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha मनूचाचार्योन् देवासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चरा स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सि सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यम् कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यम् भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यम् स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् देवपितृकार्याभ्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि ये के चास्मच्छ्रेयागुंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यम् श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयम् श्रिया देयम् ह्रिया देयम् धिया देयम् संविदा देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेताः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेताः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।
We would like to extend our gratitude to our patron, the Aditya Birla Group and the Aditya Birla Capital Limited, and our knowledge partner, Deloitte. In fact, the team at Deloitte were at work for the last couple of months, looking through many individuals who had very tirelessly served through the pandemic. And thus, the theme of this year's awards, celebrating the COVID warriors of India. It's almost redefining the name COVID warriors, which is not only for healthcare professionals, but many individuals who went out of their way to help and support their community and people around them during the pandemic. We have a short video now talking about the genesis of the Sri Sathya Sai Award for Human Excellence, and it will also talk about the distinguished panel of jury that we have for every category.
Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, well known as a humanitarian to the world, a philanthropist to agnostics, a spiritual guru to millions, and revered by many as a divine soul from India, established a spiritual universe and put it on the world's consciousness. His life's work, especially for the underprivileged, through his initiatives across education, healthcare, drinking water, nutrition, and rural development, has benefited millions across the world. Baba constantly reminded everyone that service to others will ultimately help them inch closer to their true divine selves. Recognizing that this globally relevant vision of Baba must expand and embrace all of humanity, the Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence has instituted the Sri Sathya Sai Award for Human Excellence ever since the year 2016 to honor and celebrate individuals who lead a life of service and sacrifice beyond their call of duty to serve mankind in various fields of social relevance such as education, health, environment, women and child welfare, unity of religions, music and fine arts, and yoga and sports. The year 2021 is unique in what it has taken away from humanity and what it has given to humanity in return. And to celebrate these pandemic lessons, the theme of the award for this year is Celebrating the COVID Warriors of India. The courage to tread the path of goodness in the thick of all odds is the real bravery or valor of a person, and hence they are called the warriors. Proudly presenting to you the Sri Sathya Sai Award for Human Excellence 2021 for celebrating the COVID Warriors of India. Recognition of excellence is excellence in itself. A jury of accomplished personalities has helped build a closed-loop process that scientifically shortlists nominees and selects the awardee. Our eminent jury members are Professor J.S. Rajput, former Director of the National Council of Education, Research and Training, and known for his contributions in the form of reforms in education. Dr. Gururaj Karajagi, the founder-chairman of the Academy for Creative Teaching at Bengaluru. He has been instrumental in building over 85 schools all over the world. Dr. J. Shashidhara Prasad, former Vice-Chancellor at the University of Mysore and the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Dr. B.C. Harinath, Founder-Director of Jamnalal Bajaj Tropical Disease Research Centre at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences at Sevagram, Maharashtra. Dr. Anita Saxena, Professor and Head of Department of Cardiology and Dean of Academics at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences at New Delhi. Dr. Ajay Mathur, Director General of the International Solar Alliance and former head of the Energy and Resources Institute, TERI. Ms. Donna L. Goodman, founder of Earthchild Institute, a non-profit organization working in more than a dozen countries and serving with special consultative status to the United Nations Economic and Social Committee. Mr. Ravi Singh, Secretary General and Chief Executive Officer of the Worldwide Fund for Nature, India. Dr. Sajida Begum, founder of Asra Women and Children Welfare Trust, which helps destitute women and children from marginalized societies. Ms. Gayatri B. Kalia, a public policy and service delivery architect with over 25 years of leadership experience spanning state and central governments, as well as multilateral bodies and NGOs. Ms. Gulsha Begum, a mystic, a clairvoyant, and a healer. She is the director of the annual International Sufi Festival at Ajmer and Delhi and chairperson of the Divine Abode Foundation, Kamaluddin Charitable Trust, and Al-Ikhlas Museum and Gallery. Mr. Samuel K. Samuel, former Vice President of All India Association for Christian Higher Education, professional association of 350 higher education colleges in India. Swami Mitrananda, a direct disciple of His Holiness Swami Chinmayananda, who currently serves as the mentor of Chinmaya Mission, Chennai. Swami Nikhileshwarananda, who currently heads the Rajkot Center of Ramakrishna Mutt. He was responsible for starting the Vivekananda Institute of Value Education and Culture. Dr. Padma Subramaniam, an outstanding dancer and choreographer who is the director of Nrityodaya, an institution in Chennai dedicated to the study of Natya Shastra. Ustad Amjad Ali Khan, an undisputed master of the music world who is credited with reinventing the technique of playing the sarod. Pandit Shivkumar Sharma, who has the unique distinction of bringing the santoor, an instrument of ancient India, to the Indian classical music platform and creating a new genre of instrumental music. Mr. Sunil Gavaskar, one of the most recognized faces in India as a former international Indian cricketer and one of the greatest opening batsmen of all time.
We would now like to confer the award and the citation in the 7 categories. The first category of the award is education, and the winner is Hitarth Sheth, who, recognizing the difficulties in studying faced by his peers, extended his thinking outside the box to develop a mobile application offering study materials in his mother tongue of Gujarati. We will now have a short video on Hitarth. Education, Master Hitarth Sheth. An innovative, forward-thinking young app developer, Hitarth has been developing applications to help people around him since the young age of just 12 years. With more than 120 languages being spoken across India, it is but natural that education would be more accessible and comfortable when presented in a student's mother tongue. Recognizing this very problem, Hitarth learned app development online and set up a rudimentary application to help his classmates with their studies. The app, which began as a tool for homework reminders, then evolved into what became known in 2017 as the Gujju Student App, providing study material for classes 6 to 12 in Gujarati medium, and was launched totally free of cost. Offering digital interactive textbooks, over 3 lakh new students have joined the app since March 2020, and the total number of users are over 5 lakhs today. As a young adult of 18 years poised to begin his studies in engineering, Hitarth has also developed an app to detect pre-diabetic symptoms after learning about complications experienced by his grandparents. Truly, Hitarth shines as an inspiration to all youth, demonstrating that we can indeed become the change that we wish to see in the world as he works to expand his initiative to other states in India. May we now invite Hitarth Sheth to come and receive the award. The next category is health, and the winner is Dr. Jigmet Wangchuk. Upon being posted to the most remotest part in Ladakh in Kashmir, Dr. Jigmet went above and beyond the call of duty to ensure that the residents of a small village called Chushul had access to quality health care, renovating the dilapidated local primary health center. We will now have a short video on Dr. Jigmet Wangchuk.
Health, Dr. Jigmet Wangchuk. Hippocrates, the ancient Greek physician, once said, "Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also love for humanity." Dr. Jigmet Wangchuk, a medical officer in the remote village of Chushul in eastern Ladakh, embodies this statement. After serving in various hospitals in Delhi, Dr. Wangchuk's passion for providing the best quality healthcare to people of far-flung areas of the country led him to serving at a hospital in Leh. Thereafter, Dr. Wangchuk served at the Mahabodhi COVID Care Center before transferring to the village of Chushul, just barely 4 kilometers from the line of actual control. The people of Chushul are often the first to suffer the consequences when tensions flare up across the border, and yet the situation only served to motivate Dr. Wangchuk to serve and inspire younger doctors to also work in these neglected areas for the indigent people. Within months of reaching Chushul, Dr. Wangchuk transformed a dilapidated primary health center into a model health center, simultaneously treating COVID patients and also voluntarily assisting armed forces along the line of actual control. Along with his 18-member staff, Dr. Wangchuk renovated the primary health center by equipping it with new medical equipments and facilities and provided special training for his staff to treat COVID-positive patients. Now, the village of Chushul feels protected and they know where to go with a sense of confidence if they have a problem. The scriptures say that a doctor is equal to God, and Dr. Jigmet Wangchuk is truly a living example of this.
May we now request Dr. Jigmet Wangchuk to come forward and receive the award. The next category is Environment, and the winner is Mrs. Lakshmi Das, who expanded her circle of compassion to daily wage workers for whom ready-made masks were beyond affordability. Undertaking the task of sewing masks at home, Lakshmi distributed them free of cost to all those in need in the surrounding areas of her home. We will now have a short video on Mrs. Lakshmi Das. Environment, Lakshmi Das. During the COVID pandemic, most of us would have been avid readers of newspapers and articles attempting to fathom the extent and the effects of the global situation. It was while reading a news article that Lakshmi Das from New Delhi came across information about the PPE shortage for frontline healthcare workers and police personnel. Perturbed by a feeling of injustice towards the very people responsible for the nation's health, Lakshmi decided to utilize her sewing skills by making handmade masks in her home to distribute to the needy. She recognized that the average mask was being sold at a price between 300 and 500 rupees, which would not be affordable for daily wage workers and transporters, and with masks becoming an essential requirement, a large section of society would be affected. Lakshmi began making masks at her home, sewing between 20 to 25 masks each day and distributed them completely free of charge to odd job workers, daily wage workers, and service and repair workers around the local area. Inspired by his mother's selflessness, Lakshmi's son Saurav also wanted to be a part of the initiative. With old boxes from friends and family members, Saurav turned them into mask dispensers, which he filled with his mother's homemade masks and installed in the area around his home. With more than 8,000 masks having been distributed, Lakshmi and Saurav have indeed shown that while not everyone can do great things, we can all do small things with great love. May we now request Mrs. Lakshmi Das to please come forward and receive her award. The next category is Women and Child Welfare, and the winner is Mrs. Shagufta Ara. Mrs. Shagufta Ara, a neonatal nurse in Srinagar, Kashmir, has been at the forefront of the pandemic, helping pregnant COVID-positive mothers deliver their babies safely. We will now have a short video on Mrs. Shagufta Ara.
Women and Child Welfare, Ms. Shagufta Ara. It has been said, a nurse is not what you do, it is who you are. Ms. Shagufta Ara is indeed one such nurse. Posted in the Department of Neonatology at a hospital in Srinagar, Shagufta has been on COVID duty ever since the pandemic hit the valley. While thousands of healthcare workers have been on the front line of this pandemic, Shagufta's duties involved some of the most challenging and risky tasks of all: taking care of COVID-positive pregnant women and delivering their babies. Under such difficult circumstances, Shagufta helped around 100 COVID-positive mothers give birth, ensuring that their babies were safe and healthy. With 7 years of experience under her belt, Shagufta says that she felt afraid during her first COVID duty since she had 2 young children of her own. However, believing that the divine had provided this opportunity to help others, she dedicated herself to her work, and now she feels proud that it is her good fortune that enabled her to help those in need.
May we now request Mrs. Shagufta Ara to come forward and receive her award. The next category is Unity of Religions, and the winner is the Ramakrishna Mission at Khar, Mumbai. When the COVID pandemic struck, the Ramakrishna Mission in Khar kicked into gear and began its operation of relief work across the country, without discrimination or bias, serving cooked food and ration kits for all those in need. We will now have a short video on the work undertaken by the Ramakrishna Mission at Khar, Mumbai. Unity of Religions, Ramakrishna Mission, Khar, Mumbai. Well known in the fields of health, education, disaster relief, and rural and tribal upliftment, the Ramakrishna Mission, founded by Swami Vivekananda in the year 1897, has been operational at its branch center in Mumbai since 1925, rendering medical services, coaching classes for slum children, running a free library, and offering youth development programs. Thus, when the COVID pandemic struck, the Ramakrishna Mission automatically kicked into gear and began its operation of relief work across the country. Since 28 March 2020, the Ramakrishna Mission in Mumbai served more than 85,000 plates of cooked food and distributed more than 9,900 dry ration kits for people in need. In September 2020, their campus became a free COVID testing facility, testing an average daily number of 75 patients. And after the second wave of COVID, the Ramakrishna Mission Hospital in Mumbai became a dedicated COVID health center. Thereafter, in May this year, the mission has also become a free COVID vaccination center, providing the COVID prevention vaccine to more than 20,000 beneficiaries thus far. With its numerous humanitarian initiatives, the Ramakrishna Mission at Khar, Mumbai functions by the motto Atmano Mokshartham Jagat Hitaya Cha, selflessly serving all for the sake of individual salvation and welfare of the world. We have with us this evening Swami Sathya Devananda, who heads the Ramakrishna Mission at Khar. May we please request Swamiji to come forward and receive the award on behalf of the Ramakrishna Mission Khar, Mumbai. The next category is Yoga and Sports, and the winner is Mrs. Ritu Narang. During the pandemic, Mrs. Ritu Narang conducted yoga camps for police officers who undergo a great deal of stress and mental strain in their day-to-day job. Offering them an opportunity to spend some time taking care of their health, Mrs. Ritu Narang's mega yoga camps have benefited a large number of police officers and also their families. We will now have a short video on Mrs. Ritu Narang. Yoga and Sports, Ritu Narang. We all know that physical activity is an important aspect of maintaining one's health, but during such times of a pandemic, incorporating physical exercise into one's daily routine becomes all the more crucial. Thus, during a period of lockdowns and isolation, Ritu Narang, an art of living teacher and yoga instructor, conducted yoga camps for police officers and their families. An active social worker who has been working tirelessly for the betterment of society, Ritu has introduced many members of the police force to yoga, guiding them away from harmful habits that had taken over their lives. With the high stress levels faced by the policemen in India, Ritu's yoga programs have proved to be a fruitful solution. This great opportunity for stress relief is ensured that policemen who are living under chronic stress, which triggers hypertension, diabetes, headaches, insomnia, and even depression, are offered an opportunity to dedicate some time taking care of their health as well as that of their families. Ritu has facilitated many mega yoga sessions at police training compounds, benefiting more than 15,000 policemen in Uttar Pradesh. As a motivational speaker, a counselor and a district icon for the Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, Ritu's efforts have been and continue to be a great force for transformation. May we now request Mrs. Ritu Narang to come forward and receive her award. The final category for this evening is Music and Fine Arts, and the winner is Dr. R. Kalishwaran. Noticing the struggles of folk artists during the pandemic, Dr. Kalishwaran turned his attention towards raising awareness and funds to support them through the means of a COVID relief committee instituted by his organization, Alternative Media Center. We will now have a short video on Mr. Kalishwaran.
Music and Fine Arts, Dr. R. Kalishwaran. Dr. R. Kalishwaran is a man of fine sensitivity that probably owes its credit to his mastery in the fine arts of Tamil folk music. And this sensitivity made him perceive the difficulties faced by many folk artists during the COVID times. His organization, Alternative Media Center, of which Dr. Kalishwaran is the director, decided to form a COVID relief committee to help poor folk artists whose livelihood struggled due to the harsh treatment of nature's catastrophe in the form of the pandemic. The team of Dr. Kalishwaran, which mostly consisted of his own students, worked together day and night to raise awareness about the simple yet rich folk art of Tamil Nadu by creating posters and thereby raising funds, and by this way, they helped more than 10,000 folk artists by giving them food provision and financial support.
Unfortunately, Dr. Kalishwaran couldn't be with us this evening. He was about to take a flight yesterday and he had an emergency situation. He's been hospitalized. and let us all pray for a moment for his good health. We will now have a photo call on the dais with the Honorable Governor and our distinguished guests. May we please invite all the 6 awardees back on stage for one photo call. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're all very fortunate this evening to have in our midst our guest of honor, Mrs. Neerja Birla, a philanthropist, a mental health advocate, and educationist par excellence. Mrs. Neerja is the founder and chairperson of Empower, a movement to effect change, promote mental health and well-being in the most holistic manner conceivable. Empowering individuals and their families from all walks of life, Empower creates awareness, fosters education, and alleviates stigma surrounding mental health. She's also the founder and chairperson of the Aditya Birla Education Trust, which ensures that anyone who's eager to learn is provided with an opportunity to do so. Very spiritually inclined, Mrs. Neerja is also a devout believer in the way of life prescribed by the Bhagavad Gita and aspires to be a balanced and equanimous in all her endeavors. May we please invite Mrs. Neerja Birla to come forward and address all of us this evening. Thank you.
Good evening and pranam to Swamiji and to everybody on the dais. I want to first offer my pranams and my gratitude to you, Swamiji, for your amazing and exemplary work in the field of education, health, nutrition. I just feel so humbled by everything that I am seeing, that I have heard since I have been here, and just knowing about all the work that the institution is doing is absolutely very, very humbling. And I feel that we are just a very insignificant part of the entire universe compared to the amount of work that is being carried out by you and your amazing team. I must also thank the Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Gehlot, for being here today to support and acknowledge the work being done here to improve the lives of the less fortunate and the less privileged. I really like the slogan and the motto that we have here, love all, serve all. I think that truly is in itself very, very inspiring. I am absolutely humbled, feel very grateful and very honored to accept the Change Champion Award that has been conferred upon me, and I think more so on the team. I accept it very humbly on behalf of my entire team at Empower, whose hard work and dedication, passion really moves our mission forward from strength to strength. As you all know, that the COVID-19 pandemic has created such a global healthcare crisis, but more than that, it's been a humanitarian crisis. So it's very inspiring to see the impact of all the work, the incredible work that all the COVID warriors who've been honored here today. The amazing work that each one of them has done and is doing is truly inspiring. A huge round of applause for each one of them. As we all know that mental health has emerged as a pandemic within the pandemic. Before the pandemic struck, mental health was like, and its concerns was like a white elephant sitting in the room. But the pandemic, fortunately or unfortunately, has brought mental health concerns to the forefront and an absolute sharper focus. As we all know that about 19 crore people are in need of mental health interventions. And post-COVID, the number has gone up by a 20% rise. And yet, there is so much shame and secrecy and stigma associated with mental health that 80% of the people who actually need the help don't really get it. So we founded Empower in 2016 with the vision to actually stamp out the stigma and to encourage open dialogue around mental health so that people can actually access and reach out for help and to ensure equitable access to mental health care across all social stratas. And over the past few years, we have been making little progress, little by little, in all our verticals, whether it is clinical care, we have outreach programs reaching out to different stratas, we have academia, we have a helpline. So we are trying to be a mental health care solution available for people across different stratas, and I say that because I do believe that mental health does not discriminate against any caste, any age, or any social stratas. So no matter what economic strata you come from, it can afflict everybody and anybody. We are very, we reach out to the people from the lower economic stratas as well and offer them pro bono mental health services. We've prioritized support and care for individuals during the pandemic who experienced mental health concerns. We had various media campaigns to create the awareness around mental health and to raise the awareness on a national level. Various campaigns on social media as well as on-ground activation. We also provided, like I said, through the foundation, we were able to offer a lot of counseling to our existing clients. We also set up an Empower helpline, which is a 24/7 helpline offered in three different languages, so that we were able to look after the well-being of different people and their families. We also reached out to frontline workers and made several outbound calls to people like the people from the BMC who are working right at the front line and again coming from the lower economic strata. We also did a lot of work with the police force, again making outbound calls, reaching out to people who suffered from COVID and otherwise, and trying to help their families deal with the stresses and anxieties that have come across, that came up during the pandemic and due to the nature of their work. So it was, of course, a very Herculean task to launch these initiatives amidst a pandemic, but it's been very, very rewarding as well. And we are now beginning to see that little change that we want amongst people because they're now willing to talk about mental health. We're also seeing change amongst the government and private organizations collaborating to find solutions to India's mental health crisis. As I conclude, I'd like to share the words of Sathya Sai Baba, and that, I must say, has been a guiding light and a beacon for all of us. When individuals change, society will change. And when society changes, the entire world will change. So here's to the dream of an India where each one of us feels supported, cared for, and treated equally to live a life of true holistic wellness. Thank you so much and have a great evening.
For her phenomenal work that she has been engaging in, this evening, Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai would like to confer upon her the Change Champion Award, and for all that she has been doing through Empower initiative, through this movement and through the various clinical care, outreach, and the academia that she's been involved in. The Change Champion Award to Mrs. Nirja Birla. It is our privilege and honor to have amongst us our chief guest, the Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Thawarchand Gelorji. He hails from Madhya Pradesh and has served with the Bharatiya Janata Party in various capacities for many years. He's also served 3 terms as the MLA in Madhya Pradesh, as a Minister of State and a Lok Sabha MP, amongst holding numerous other positions. May we please request him to address all of us this evening.
Sri Sathya Sai Award for Human Excellence 2021 के संबंध में आयोजित कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित आदरणीय समर्थ सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन जी साईं जी, आदरणीय डॉक्टर कृष्ण गोपाल जी, सरकार्यवाह राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ, आदरणीय श्रीमती निर्जा कुमार मंगलम जी, मैं बताना चाहूँगा कि मैं नागदा का निवासी हूँ और नागदा में आदित्य बिरला ग्रुप का बहुत बड़ा उद्योग है। उस उद्योग में मैंने सेवाएं भी दी है और जिस आदित्य बिरला इंस्टीट्यूशन की अध्यक्ष आदरणीय निर्जा जी हैं, उसी इंस्टीट्यूशन में मैंने पढ़ाई भी की। आदरणीय श्री नरसिम्हा मूर्ति जी, श्री सत्य साई यूनिवर्सिटी फॉर ह्यूमन एक्सीलेंस के चांसलर महोदय, आदरणीय श्री श्रीनिवास जी, सत्य साई संजीवनी हेल्थ एवं एजुकेशन ट्रस्ट के चेयरमैन, उपस्थित भाइयों और बहनों, नमस्कार। तमिल रिगु हार्दिक अभिनंदन गलू। मैं इस कार्यक्रम में आकर के अभिभूत हूँ, बहुत खुश हूँ, बहुत प्रसन्न हूँ। मैं इस संस्था में भारत का भविष्य का परिदृश्य देख रहा हूँ। ये संस्था मनुष्य का सर्वांगीण विकास करने की दृष्टि से कार्यरत है। सबको प्यार करो, सबकी सेवा करो, ये बहुत प्राचीन समय से हमारे यहाँ अपेक्षा की गई है और उन अपेक्षाओं को पूरा करने का दायित्व ये संस्था निभा रही है। विभिन्न क्षेत्र में उत्कृष्ट कार्य करने वाले महिलाओं और युवाओं को, पुरुषों को विशेष रूप से प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए इस संस्था द्वारा पिछले 5 साल से ह्यूमन एक्सीलेंस अवार्ड दिया जा रहा है। निश्चित रूप से ये कार्य अत्यधिक प्रशंसनीय है, सराहनीय है। अपना सब कुछ छोड़कर दूसरों की सेवा में सर्वस्व न्योछावर करना और ऐसे लोगों को प्रोत्साहित करना हमारा सबका कर्तव्य है। हमको भी इस कार्यक्रम से इस प्रकार की प्रेरणा लेने की आवश्यकता है। इस संस्था ने साल 2021 का अवार्ड कोरोना योद्धाओं को और भिन्न भिन्न क्षेत्रों में विशेष सेवा देने के लिए किया है। ये निश्चित रूप से सराहनीय और प्रशंसनीय है। कोरोना योद्धाओं की सहायता से हमारा देश कोरोना के खिलाफ सफलतापूर्वक लड़ाई लड़ रहा है। लड़ाई लड़ रहा है ये इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि कोरोना अभी पूरी तरह से गया नहीं है। आज भी कोरोना से संघर्ष करने की आवश्यकता है। डॉक्टर, नर्स, सफाई कर्मी और सामाजिक कार्यकर्ता ऐसे योद्धा जो कोरोना वायरस महामारी के इस अप्रत्याशित संकट के दौर में बिना थके रात दिन जागकर अपनी जान जोखिम में डालकर निस्वार्थ भाव से सेवा कर रहे हैं। गाइडलाइन थी, हर एक व्यक्ति के मन में ये सोच थी कि कहीं हम बाहर जाएंगे तो कोरोना नहीं हो जाए। इस सोच के बावजूद भी अनेक समाज सेवी लोगों ने बाहर निकल करके जनता की सेवा करने का काम किया है। भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री ने कोरोना काल में निरंतर कार्य करने वाले योद्धाओं का भी सम्मान किया है। प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में न केवल हमने समय सीमा में कोरोना वैक्सीन विकसित करने में सफलता प्राप्त की, इस वैक्सीन का लाभ देश के साथ साथ विश्व के कई देशों को मिल रहा है और इस कारण से हिंदुस्तान का मान सम्मान और गौरव दुनिया के देशों में बढ़ा है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की ही दूरदृष्टि है कि कोरोना वैक्सीन बनाने में भारत ने शीघ्रता से दूसरे देशों की तुलना में जल्दी वैक्सीन बना करके इसका लाभ लोगों को देने का काम किया है और कोरोना योद्धाओं के परिश्रम का ही परिणाम है कि आज भारत ने टीकाकरण की शुरुआत में मात्र 9 महीनों बाद ही 21 अक्टूबर 2021 को टीके की 100 करोड़ खुराक का लक्ष्य हासिल कर लिया और आज की स्थिति में तो लगभग 108 करोड़ लोगों को ये टीका लग चुका है। चिंता से आश्वासन तक की यात्रा पूरी हो चुकी है और दुनिया के सबसे बड़े टीकाकरण अभियान के फलस्वरूप हमारा देश और भी मजबूत होकर के उभरा है। आदरणीय समर्थ सदगुरु श्री मधुसूदन जी साईं जी के मार्गदर्शन में सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामय की भावना को लेकर के इस ट्रस्ट ने सक्रिय कार्य किया है, जीवंत कार्य किया है और अनेक प्रकार की सेवा योजनाएं प्रारंभ की है, जैसे कि 30 से अधिक प्राथमिक विद्यालय की स्थापना करना। 3 साल पहले विश्वविद्यालय की स्थापना की गई जिसमें पीएचडी तक की विद्या पूरी तरह निःशुल्क दी जाती है। मेरे हिसाब से यह अत्यधिक प्रशंसनीय कार्य है और हम इसके लिए ट्रस्ट को बधाई देते हैं। बच्चों के हृदय रोग के लिए 3 अस्पताल स्थापित किए गए हैं, जिनमें आज तक 1,25,000 से अधिक सर्जरी और उपचार संबंधी कार्य संपन्न हुए हैं। गर्भवती माता एवं शिशु को देख रेख के लिए 2 अस्पतालों को पूरी तरह समर्पित किया गया है। 30 से अधिक देशों में निःशुल्क पढ़ाई, स्वास्थ्य और पोषण देने हेतु सुविधाओं को स्थापित किया गया है। निश्चित रूप से देश में तो अनेक सेवाएं की जा रही है, परंतु विदेश में भी ये सेवा कार्य जारी है। सेवा कार्य के साथ साथ अध्यात्म और भारतीय संस्कृति को प्रचारित करने का प्रशंसनीय कार्य भी ट्रस्ट द्वारा किया जा रहा है। श्री सत्य साईं बाबा के जीवन के सारे लक्ष्यों को समर्थ सदगुरु श्री मधुसूदन साईं जी पूर्ण करने का लक्ष्य लेकर के निरंतर काम कर रहे हैं। उनका मुख्य लक्ष्य है मानवता को उनके निजी दिव्यत्व से पहचान कराना। निश्चित रूप से इस प्रकार की शिक्षा अगर देशवासियों को मिलती है, जिसकी आवश्यकता भी है, निश्चित रूप से भारत दुनिया के शीर्ष स्थान पर परम वैभव के शिखर पर होगा। आज जिन महानुभावों को अवार्ड मिला है, उन सभी को हार्दिक बधाई। आप सभी को देख करके समाज के अन्य व्यक्ति समाज सेवा की प्रेरणा प्राप्त करेंगे। मानव कल्याण हेतु आपकी समाज सेवा की गतिविधि निरंतर जारी रहे, ऐसी अपेक्षा करता हूँ। निश्चित रूप से मनुष्य या कोई भी अपना सम्मान चाहता है, पर सम्मान उसी का होता है जो सक्रिय और जीवंत काम करते हुए जनता की सेवा, मानव की सेवा करता है, मानवीय कृत्य करता है। निश्चित रूप से आज का ये समारोह प्रेरणादायी है और हमको भी इससे प्रेरणा लेने की आवश्यकता है। मानवीय और ईश्वरीय कार्य करने के लिए सत्य साई ट्रस्ट की सराहना करता हूँ और हार्दिक धन्यवाद देते हुए शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। मैं फिर इस बात को दोहराना चाहता हूँ कि मैं इस संस्था में आकर के अत्यधिक अभिभूत हूँ और ये सोचता हूँ कि अगर सारे देश में इस प्रकार की संस्थाएं काम करने लगे तो निश्चित रूप से भारत का भविष्य शीघ्र अतिशीघ्र दुनिया के शीर्ष देशों की प्राप्ति कर सकेगा। मैं अपनी बात को यहीं समाप्त करता हूँ। मेरी वाणी को विराम देते हुए आप सबका आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, sir. A short summary of what the Honorable Governor just expressed. He expressed his happiness to be with all of us this evening. He shared that he saw the future of the country in this institution. He congratulated the university for initiating the Human Excellence Awards to inspire selfless individuals who sacrifice everything to serve the society. He particularly acknowledged that appreciation to healthcare warriors in this COVID period is the need of the hour, as these doctors, nurses, and healthcare specialists have put the country before themselves and have contributed to establishing India as a pioneer on the global healthcare map. He spoke about the great vision of our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji with regard to the vaccination drive, as over 100 crore Indians have already been vaccinated. He extolled that the tenet of Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah is being institutionalized through the various projects spearheaded by our beloved Sadguru in the verticals of healthcare, education, and tirelessly working for the social welfare of this country. May we now please extend our love and gratitude to our beloved Honorable Governor this evening. We will now conclude this evening's proceedings with the national anthem. May we please request everyone to raise for the national anthem. May we please request everyone to remain seated.